Hi, I thought it would be easier if I record this for you so you can see how to do these various programs a little bit easier. I have some handouts to give the kids in my morning intensive groups. This is the Smith group and the Doc Spec group. Now, Smiths have been with me, I think, 2 or 3 times, so they're a little farther along on this project. Doc Spec, this might be their second time, so they have to do one more step that the others don't do. All right, let me show you. The first group you'll have is you have to go and pick them up at 9:10, and that's the Smiths. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children who come for this. This is their intensive tech period for writing. And we are using a program called Storybird. Mine looks like this. Their icon has a little teeny blue bird. It's not little bird tails. That's something different. Storybird. I think 1 or 2 have the Chrome icon like this. There isn't too much I can do about that. The kids will find it. So Storybird. All right, we open it up. And this is the same for all of them, how to log in. They're going to sign in. And I'm going to sign in as one of the kids. Your first group, let me be, I'll be Gabriella. So their login, every one of them, it's all lowercase. It's their first and last names, no spaces. The password is different for each class, and I will have a sheet up in the front of the room to show you who's in the class and what their password is. This class's password is because. It's one of their word wall words, Because. Then we'll sign in. All right, so their story is unpublished. That's fine, we haven't published yet. And hers is called The Lost Fox. So you click right here. All right, last week we made a title page. To get that, you have to click on it right here. And here it is. Hers is fine. Just double check that they have capitalized their names. They have a nice space, and they have a capital letter for their last initial. The titles should be capitalized. I think some of them have a period there. That's got to go. So when you are here, I would definitely discourage them from changing the way the cover looks. We're running out of time. So it's like today and one more time they're going to be with me. To get the pages, you come right over here, click. Here are the pages again. And I have made some corrections for them. So they're on these sheets of paper that I have at the front of the room also. Gabriella has a few things she has to correct. Now, the cursor in this program works a little quirky. So here we have, once upon a time, there was a fox named Snowball. That's fine. Then I said she should get rid of the word and. So if I click there, the trouble with this is if I click, there's my cursor, but if I move the cursor away, move the mouse, it disappears, and then you can't type. It's very peculiar, and I've been talking to the guy about it, and hopefully they'll fix it. But you have to click inside the text box, and then don't touch the mouse. So I'm going to backspace to get rid of that, delete, and then we need a capital S here. So I don't want to make all of her corrections for her. But I have them on here, and that's what she has to do to correct. When she's done some corrections, she should come down here and save so that she doesn't lose her work. When she's corrected those, this has to be the first thing they do when they come, is make these corrections. We'll go to the next page, Same thing here. There's several things she has to fix, and I have it written for her on her paper. Then she should click Add a Page and move on to the next thing. Now they need to be thinking about finishing up the story. I told them, and you can remind them, that a story needs a problem that gets solved. So here we have our polar bear getting presents. Why is the polar bear getting presents? Where are they coming from? Maybe that's his problem or her. And she has to solve, and she'll find out it's some secret friend or something, and then the story ends. So the point of this is for them to learn that there's a beginning, middle, and end to a story. And they're going to have to start wrapping it up because we don't have a lot of time to do much more. When they get a new page, they choose, so maybe it's the penguin. If they just hover over here while they're holding down the mouse, it tells like where you want to put your text. You can put it up there, over there. You can have a small area, you can have a big area, and then when you let go, that's where you get to write over here. If you don't like that, you can double click and change it. You just have to experiment a little bit. They'll get it like this, but they need a place to do their writing. So there we go. It starts in the middle there. That's what it's supposed to do. You know, the polar. Right, that thing goes away if you click on it. Well, it does eventually. Polar bear, you know, blah, 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 blah. All right, I don't want to, I'm going to delete this page, which we do right here. Yes. All right, at the end, they save. They close up the window. And they log off with the golden key, which they know, and I can't exactly find mine right off. They'll know. Tell them to log off with the golden key. I know I have one here. All right, well, they'll know how to do that. And that first group ends at 9:45, and then there's a break in between there until 10:55 when you get the doc spec group. So you go and you have to pick them up and take them back to their classes. All right, the doc spec gang has been only here one time, so they have to make their covers, and I will show you that. All right, let's see. Here's Jameson. And both names all together. Their password is before, B-E-F-O-R-E. All right, so you can see theirs are untitled. That's because they haven't made the cover. Click right here. So this is the first thing they should do when they come. We click right here on the cover, and then choose the cover style you like. I'm really not sure. Some of them are marked premium, and I'm not sure if in the end we might have to change them back to the classic, but they can pick what they want right now. So I'm just going to pick the classic. They can do a different picture on the cover if they like. She's got ice cream or something. I don't know, I'll let her figure that out. Here's a little birthday person. All right, so up here is where they would make their title. I don't know, you need to remind them that in titles every word is capitalized. They will forget that. They forget capitalization all the time. And then down here, I don't want them to use their full name that way, so they have to delete that And then this is what, it's very odd working with this cursor. So I would just use backspace, probably easier. And then now we are capitalizing her name with a space. And you'll get this weird thing that says don't use your last name. It's okay because we're just going to put a capital N. All right. And then I would save that, except that I don't want to save this for her. And then again, we do the same thing, go to the pages, and she has some things to fix here. I would encourage them not to write on and on and on each page. They can put a couple sentences and then get a new page with some new pictures. Again, we need this is new to them, that they need some sort of problem that the main character is solving, and they need a beginning, middle, and end. And save frequently, certainly at the end of the time period. Save and log out. So that's really it for my morning groups with the intensive. And if you want to stop the video right now and try that yourself, feel free, because I'm going to go on and talk to you about my kindergarten classes who come at 12:05. They are doing little bird tales. So this is, we're changing gears.